Ready? Present!
A well-regulated militia, well-trained, well-organized, and well-armed, being necessary to the security of a free state, a free people, governed, but not ruled. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Not negotiable, not open for discussion.
A bunch of regular, hard-working, armed Americans like you and me, united together, take a stand, fight for freedom. And they kicked the crap out of the number one superpower on the planet. The world's never been the same since. See, back then, gun control didn't mean a local government was going to go door-to-door confiscating weapons. It meant that they needed to know that every able-bodied man of fighting age had weapons and knew how to use them. If you were male 16 years or older, the law required that you own a musket or a rifle, have powder, 20 rounds of lead, serve and train with the local militia. In fact, in Rhode Island, if you went into town unarmed, they could fine you 5 shillings. The very best of these men, the most elite, they were selected to be Minutemen. Patriots that could mobilize to fight the enemy at a minute's notice. And these armed citizens, they were a direct threat to British control. Americans would never give up their guns. So the Brits decided they were going to try to take them. So on April 19, 1775, British troops marched out of Boston, confiscate weapons and ammo that they believed were hidden on the farm of Colonel James Barrett in Concord. On the way through Lexington, they ran into Captain John Parker and his small band of Minutemen. And though greatly outnumbered, Captain Parker told his men, "Stand your ground. Do not fire unless fired upon, but if they mean war, let it begin here." And the Brits did fire first, and 8 Americans died. Then the Redcoats marched on to Colonel Barrett's farm, but they didn't find guns and ammo. What they did find was Colonel Barrett and 400 Minutemen and militia gathered at North Bridge. And once again, the Brits fired the first volley. But this time when the Americans fired back, the British turned and retreated. They fled the battlefield. But more Minutemen, more militia, they rallied to the fight, and the Brits took another 300 casualties on their retreat back to Boston. This is the shot that was heard around the world. This was the beginning of America's fight for freedom. This is our culture. This is our history. Let's remember who we are. Let's remember where we came from. Let's remember exactly why we are Americans.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Just as the men who fought at Lexington and Concord, free men will never surrender, and if pushed far enough, they will remove their consent. From our Custer County, Colorado family to yours, stay free, America. If you would like information about club membership or future scheduled events, check us out online at www.sangreShooting.com or email us at sssc8@live.com.